David Beckham is back with a Centurions icon card with double 4-star and incisive pass plus. We're going to use him as a right midfielder in this team, head into some champs, and see how good he is. As we head into match number 1 with David Beckham, it is worth pointing out the upgrades that he's got on this card compared to his base card. +1 skills, +1 star, weak foot, 5 pace and 6 defending being the big upgrades. Let's see what he's all about. Into prime Beckham territory, he has whipped pass on this card, and combine that with his ridiculous crossing stats, and he is going to be able to find anybody in the box. Nice, into his feet. He does have double 4, so don't be afraid to shoot on his left. It's a good save though by Raya. Beckham on our corners surely means we are in for a good time here. Van Dijk coming in off of it, and that should be an assist. Oh, tight dribbling from Beckham. He does have decent stats in that regard, but he doesn't have technical or anything like that, but he does feel smooth on the ball. Now we get another chance to utilise his dead ball play style, which has been downgraded from dead ball plus to give him incisive pass plus, but that is a Beckham assist on his debut. Combining with Van Dijk on a corner, that is just going to be a lethal combination. 96 free kick accuracy and 97 crossing before a chem style. That's an easy quit. Game 2 for David Beckham. He's going to be attacking down 97 Rodri's side and Risa. This is a test as good as any for this card. Pass inside, back to him, and then we're going to look for a through ball here. Incisive pass plus is very useful in that scenario. He does have a 4-star weak foot, blocked, however. Let's go then, David. He doesn't really have the pace there to get past the player. His stats aren't insane in terms of pace, but for a right mid or right winger, you probably need a little bit more. Alright, it's up to you again, David, to get this ball onto VVD's head. And he's done it. Oh my... What a stupid goal. However, this ball is so consistent into the box from corners, it's ridiculous. And people may scoff at that and think that it's not that impressive, but to have the same delivery every time is the dream for finding a corner technique that works for you. Let's get that Beckham run in behind on the go. Not something he's really known for, but now we cross that into Parajuelo and she puts it away. That is the perfect scenario where you want David Beckham. When you've got a forward making that breaking run through the middle, he can hit that early cross. His stats are so good, combined with the play style, he's going to get a lot of assists from wide areas. If you are playing him as an out-and-out right wing, maybe you'd whack a Hunter chemistry style on him to boost up that pace a lot more, so that he can make those forward runs. But if you're playing him as a right mid or a centre mid like I am, then I think an engine is probably going to be a good bet for you here. He has enough pace at times. He's not going to be blitzing past everybody, but he doesn't really need to. We've conceded again, so we need Beckham off of kickoff to just help make things happen. Maybe a banging through ball to Parajuelo. That looks pretty good to me. I've bottled that chance, but we've got another corner with him on it, looking for that Virgil van Dijk. So we put just under 3 bars of power on it. We whack it to that near post, and VVD nearly scores. Okay, hang in behind again. This did lead to the goal before. He has sort of beaten his man. He just doesn't quite have the trickery. He does have 4-star skills, but whilst he has okay dribbling stats, he doesn't feel super silky. I'd definitely advise trying to do like 1-2s and stuff with him rather than trying to dribble past everybody. And then just do what he's best at. Oh, so close. If you're running taller players than me, I have Mbappe, Salma Parajuelo and Garnacho. If you've got someone like a Haaland up front, you are going to feast using this card. And now he is in behind. Incisive through ball to Mbappe, not quite. It was bouncing, to be fair to him. Now he needs to get back on side, though. He is just stood offside there, not really helping. One good thing, as we go into extra time in this game, is he does have the relentless play style. So he's not going to be quite as worn out as other players, even though he's been bombing down that right flank the entire game. Edge of the box. Beckham. He's just running offside again. Attacking positioning. Disappointing. You see Beckham on the radar here. He's not making a forward run, even though I've got him set to attack on his roll. This is prime crossing position. Back post to Garnacho. Great ball. Leads to potentially the winner of the game. I am a bit surprised that he doesn't seem to be making incredible runs, considering I've got him on winger plus in that role. It's set to attack. You'd think that he would be bombing forward like we're seeing Garnacho do on the other side, but that doesn't seem to be his thing. One thing you can't take as much advantage of if you're playing him at right mid or right wing is the fact he does have finesse shot on this card. And his shooting stats are pretty damn good. But if he's on this side, he's going to have to cut in. And whilst he does have a 4-star weak foot, it's not going to be quite as good as someone coming in onto their stronger foot. Out wide again. We see Garnacho coming in at the back post. That's really disappointing. So we're going to try him out in centre mid in a 4-1-3-2. He does have Playmaker Plus, and this should be able to utilise his Incisive Pass Plus a bit more. And see what he's like getting on the ball rather than only crossing. So his first challenge, he's up against, wow, Sissoko and a KDH Evo. I rate it. Let's see what he can do from this central position. Hopefully try and utilise that finesse shot playstyle as well. He's going to ping one on his left foot. He's just not quite got the sauce. Right, give that ball to Beckham. Let's get him involved centrally. Playing through balls like that. Nearly. It's that duo again. He's just so consistent with these corners. And I know Van Dijk is OP from them, but I've used many players crossing the ball into him, and they can't quite hit the exact same spot every time, but this card truly can. It's crazy. Good run. Great through ball. Oh my goodness. That is a world-class assist by David Beckham there. That incisive pass plus coming in clutch along with his ridiculously good stats in general. We want to get Beckham slightly over to this left side to be able to attempt a finesse shot. Perfect position for it, and he does bang it in. So, utilising those shooting stats, he's got 95 long shots combined with the finesse playstyle. That is the position you want to be shooting with this card from, if it's not from a free kick. Utilise that long ball playstyle, pinging it to Garnacho there, and then maybe hitting another finesse. That one was significantly worse. Oh, we thought we were going onto the right foot. Turns out we are. Not quite what I'm hoping for there. Beckham to VVD. The duo as old as time, apparently. So, this is what you're paying over 1.5 million coins for. The best corner delivery that you will get on this game. The most consistency. Whipped pass on it. It's so deadly. Oh, it wasn't what I pressed, but it has worked. We're just going to leather one. And it's, for that high rating in long shots, disappointing considering it was green timed. Nice. Just about gets past him there. He's actually beaten someone else with a skill move. This has been uncommon so far. It's an okay dribble. He doesn't quite have it. Come on, Beckham. You've actually been disappointing so far. There needs to be something special. Come on, Beckham. Get further forward, lads. I feel like this does hinder him. The fact that he doesn't have a cam position when he has incisive pass plus as his main play style You want to be able to utilise that creativity, and it's harder to do so from deep as a centre mid compared to a cam. Come on, Bex! That's your opportunity! And even with finesse, that's really poor. Again, he struggles to get away. He can then play that really nice through ball. So it's just if you can get him in the perfect position to lay a through ball off, then that's where you're going to be able to utilise the card the best. Outside of that, from this position, he does struggle. And once again, he has finesse shot, he has really high long shot stats, but his shooting is disappointing. It's going to take a lot for my opinion of this card to turn itself around. Something spectacular. That was supposed to be a finesse and he's sort of toe poked it. Nice. But he just doesn't have the pace to even get away from Keane and Dewsbury Hall there. He stopped playing, gives us a chance for one last finesse. Still hasn't banged that one in either. And so far in 3 games, 1 goal, 5 assists, we do have an engine chem style on him. And so we are boosting up some of the stats that I feel are a bit problematic with him. Some of his dribbling could do with an extra boost. He does need a bit more pace. His passing should, in theory, be absolutely perfect with this chem style. But right now, he's feeling like a bit of a crossing merchant. Yes, better dribble. Sometimes he feels smooth, but it's really inconsistent. And now he's sprinting miles offside. For someone with 90 attacking positioning, he really doesn't feel like it. Oh, first free kick with Beckham. His stats are ludicrous. Here we go. Maybe a bit more power was needed. Yeah, maybe a tiny bit more. Free kick's too easy. We'll bang it from here instead. No. I tried to give him the special moment, but his finesses just don't quite hit in the way that they feel like they should with the stats and playstyle that he has. See, just tidy passing is all that we ask for at times with this card. However, if you want to bang one in as well, not quite, David. That's a good ball through to Beckham. This is a good opportunity to finesse. It doesn't have the sauce. One of these has got to work eventually though, right? Not in the way we expected, but still a decent ball in. Yep, great ball. Trivella. He's done it! It was not convincing whatsoever, but he has managed to get that big equaliser. I did not have faith in him, and he did not feel fast running through either, but the ball is in the back of the net. This is the through ball opportunity. That is where he thrives, and he gets an assist. Play that through. Yes! Oh, that's a horrific challenge. How on earth is that not a foul? But we did win all 4 games that we played with the card in champs. No. Well, no. Apparently we didn't. Cheers, EA. In terms of a chem style, I think you've got 2 choices. One is an engine. If you do want to boost up his dribbling and his pace and max out that passing. Or a hunter if you want to boost up his shooting as well as that pace if you're going to be using him as a right winger. In terms of how to play with this card, honestly, pass. Because that is pretty much the only thing that he seems to be elite at. Whether it is crossing, his delivery is fantastic and you can utilise his passing playstyles in that regard. Or use his through balls with the same playstyles that are really good. You can take some shots now and again, but I wouldn't be that reliant on them. So final review for the card. In terms of his pace, not very impressive at all. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 for that. His shooting was ridiculously inconsistent, and his attacking positioning stat is 90, but it felt like he was not in the right spot at all when using him. So I'm actually going to give his shooting also a 7. His passing, fantastic. Near perfect. If he had a 5-star weak foot, then I would give it a 10 out of 10, but I have to give it a 9.5. Dribbling, doesn't have the skill moves, doesn't have technical dribble, felt a little bit clunky at times, even with an engine chem style. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Defending, he did get stuck in a decent amount. I'll give him a 6. And physicals, I have to bump it up a little bit because his stamina, he's going to run for days, especially with Relentless. So I'll give that a 7.5. Overall, though, in terms of how well the card played, I feel like he just is so expensive for what you're getting. So overall, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. But value for money, this is the first card I have reviewed this year that I genuinely think has really disappointed me. Value for money, he's basically a passing merchant. I'm going to give him a 3 out of 10. Might sound harsh, but he just does not warrant costing 1.5 million coins at the time of recording. Maybe when you're watching this, if it's a few weeks down the line, he's plummeted. And if so, sure, go and buy him. But those are my thoughts on Beckham. Let me know if you used him in the comments. I'll see you guys for another one soon. Goodbye.